Hey adventure, welcome to the blog quest. And today we are going through a quick checklist of things you need to do before publishing your website or your blog or your blogging website. So if you are here, chances are you are about to publish and you just want to get to it. So let's jump in. I will quickly make myself smaller. Quickly, that was not quickly enough. Sorry about that. But now we are here. And let's go to checkpoint number 1. Make sure that the posts and pages that you want to publish are published. And this is the back end of my web design blog, and I use WordPress for both of my blogs, my web design blog and my book blog. And it's quite similar idea if you're using Squarespace or any other content management system. But in here, the example is WordPress. So make sure that the pages you want, they are published. And if you have a lot of posts, it might be tedious, but it's still a very good idea to check that things you want to be published are published and that the links that you want to have on your website are working. So for example, in here, if I will click on starting a blog guide, that I will get to where I want to go. So quite important things. If you have a smaller blog, you just have one post, make sure that the links are working as well. It would be quite bad user experience for your viewers if they go to your website and something doesn't work. So actually it's 2 points at this point. Well, make sure that the pages and posts that you want are published and make sure that the links are working. Yes, that's how to make it confusing. But I will add the checklist here and those would be separate. But in your WordPress panel, admin panel, in the post section, you can check your posts, and in the pages section, you can check your pages. And for example, in my book blog, I have one post and 2 pages. One of them is 52 book challenge and another one is privacy policy. And I highly recommend having a privacy policy for your blog, especially if you are using analytics tools such as Google Analytics, for example, and especially if you're located in European Union. It's quite important to have. So, point number 2. Make sure that the pages and posts that you don't want to be published, that they are not published. And when you have such a small website, it's rather easy. For example, for me, I have only one post, again, 2 pages. So I can just see under the date here, published or a draft. But if you have more pages, so for example, in my other website here, so in the post section, we can see that I have published posts and I have drafts. And I want these to stay drafts because if they are published and even if I don't have any links on them to them on my website, search engines will be able to crawl through them. So the pages still will be online. And then if you remove them, they still might be showing up in search results as an example, and they would be leading to a page for not found. So that would be quite unfortunate, and it's better to avoid that kind of outcome straight away by making sure that pages and posts that are supposed to be drafts are drafts, pages and posts that are supposed to be published are published. And next, make sure that your website is responsive. So responsiveness, it's rather easy to check out on desktop. So you just right click with your mouse, click inspect, and then actually, I had to check that you can see finally the right corner. So in here you see the mobile icon, click on it, and that's how you can test the responsiveness of your of your blog. And just remember that at the very beginning, basic responsiveness is good. Even if the padding is not perfect, it's still good if a viewer that comes to your blog can read comfortably whatever it is there. Just make sure that the text is not overflowing, that when people click on your blog post, they can actually read it. And if the padding, again, padding, margin, whatever spacing is not perfect, remember, even after you published it, and you might be like, oh, fork, it's already published. It's all right. It's not the end of the world. You can always update things, always update and publish. Again, publish the updates to your website. And the last point, especially if you're on WordPress, make sure that the footer is sticking to the bottom. It's one of the problems with WordPress websites that I noticed, that they just sometimes float out in the middle. So basically, again, on the desktop, you can click in the right upper corner and zoom out. So see, the footer is sticking to the bottom, and now I will inspect the footer, remove, and I'll show what it looks like if it doesn't. So it's quite common and it's all right. It's, again, not the end of the world, but it just doesn't look that pretty. And what's important is to understand the mechanics behind the code. Here, I will put it up. So basically that code you can input into your CSS file, and that code works for WordPress blog themes. So those are the themes that I am using and developing. And the idea is very similar if you are using older themes as well. So basically the main container of your blog should have the height of 100. So basically it would fit the viewport height, so the height of the browser that your viewers are using. And the next step that's important is that the footer has the margin top auto, so it just would be pushing away, basically down to the bottom. I hope that this video overview was helpful and that you are ready to start your blogging journey. I will see you